So you're thinking about moving to the greater Lansing area and you're wondering, what does the main drag look like on a really cold winter day? Well, you're in luck, because in this video, I'm going to show you what the main drag looks like all the way from the west side of town into the entire east side of the greater Lansing area. This is going to be an important video that you are not going to want to miss from beginning to end. So I'm going to get started with this next episode of Lansing, Michigan Life right now. Hey everybody, Troy Seyfert here with the Capital Area Real Estate Specialist in the greater Lansing, Michigan area. And it is cold outside. You probably can't tell with the garb I have on, but I am a real estate agent in the greater Lansing, Michigan area. And I get phone calls all the time from people who are just like you watching this channel, people who are looking to buy or sell real estate in the greater Lansing, Michigan area. So if that's you, I would really appreciate it if you would contact me in the description below. Call me, text me, email me, or schedule a Zoom call with me so that I can discuss with you what your real estate goals are. Also, please, if it's your first time to the channel, 20th time to the channel, however many times you've been to the channel, if you could please subscribe or ring the bell, ding, ding, ding for notifications, even if you would like the video or comment, just so that I know that you are watching this video engaged and that you like what you're seeing. I would greatly appreciate it. So, hey everybody, I am in winter garb right here, and due to popular demand, I'm actually doing, I don't necessarily know if I would call it a sequel, but I had a video, if you haven't seen it yet, on snowy drives in Lansing. It's done extremely well. Shorter video than this one's going to be. In this video, I am going to take you all the way from the west side of town into Delta Township. You're gonna see every single business that's on the main drag. The beauty about Lansing is that this main drag takes you all the way into Okemos. So my goal is to try to take you from the west side all the way into the east side. In here as well, I'm going to be giving my commentary of road conditions, things to point out. So you're going to want to see it from beginning to end so that you get an area, get an idea of the lay of the land. I want to give you a disclaimer. First of all, I am not holding the camera when I'm shooting this. It's a hands-free state. So I want to let you know before you guys start accusing me of things, this is a hands-free state. I'm not holding it in my lap as I am driving, okay? Second of all, it is, when I am filming this, this is the winter Arctic blast that happened in January 2025, where it even hit down to Texas. So those of you who are watching from other states, you might be getting hit with snow and you haven't seen it in years, right? So you're gonna see the road conditions here. It might be different when we go from taxing authority to taxing authority, because it depends on how much moolah, money, each and every place has. And also, it's just been so cold that the salt might not have been able to work too. So I want you to be able to pay attention to that as we go into different areas as well. And kids have had out of school for the last 2 days. So Martin Luther King Day was on Monday, and then they head off Tuesday and Wednesday. So that gives you an idea of how schools treat the extreme cold weather as well. Okay, so let me get this set up, and I'm gonna take you on this tour right now. Okay, everybody, so I'm getting ready to turn onto Saginaw Highway. This is the main drag in the west side of town. I am passing Olive Garden over here on my left. And then over here on the left is the newest part of Delta Township, which is Delta Crossings, that has a Hobby Lobby, TJ Maxx. So, and then there's also a BJ's warehouse. Over to the right, here at this traffic light that I'm stopping at, is going to be Walmart. There's also going to be Lowe's, a whole shopping center that has a lot of things here. This is a traffic light that sometimes you can get stopped at for a little bit, but you can see here on Saginaw Highway, the roads, it must be starting to get a little bit warmer because the roads seem to be nicely salted here, but it is bitterly cold out here, folks. Like, I mean, we are in single digits. Today's been the coldest day out of all of them. Like I said, a lot of stuff has just been closed as far as schools go. Okay, right here is the entrance that you would take to get to the highway. So this is 69 North, 96 West, or 69 East, or 96 East, 69 South. So you can see here, this is where the interstate is. We're going underneath that bridge there that leads to there. So you can see here, you know, this is where everything's at, right? Over to the right, you have a hotel, you have Outback Steakhouse. I mean, right now, the roads are in really good shape. Yesterday, not so much. Like the plows could just not get out there enough to be able to keep the roads safe. People were sliding. There were numerous accidents as well. So this intersection right here is Canal Road, and if you take Canal Road to the right, that will take you all the way down to Holt, Diamonddale area, but mostly down to like a small city called Diamonddale. Over here on the right, there are some more restaurants. There's an Outback. And then over to the left in this traffic light area, this is where Horrocks is. And so again, it's right off the interstate. Horrocks is an incredibly popular place here in town. If you haven't heard about Horrocks, see my visiting Delta Township video that I have, because I do feature it for quite a while, so you can kind of get a glimpse of what Horrocks is like. So I really hope that I have better luck here with the traffic lights as I'm driving here, because I've been hitting a lot of red lights right now. Okay, so you can see here over on the right, there's a place called Tangy Crab. That's a local place that has a seafood boil. You got Denny's, you have McDonald's, you have Buffalo Wild Wings. You do have a commercial area that has Michigan Farm Bureau over on the right. And of course, I hit another traffic light here as well. So you can kind of get the lay of the land of like, hey, if I want to go all the way from west side of town all the way to the east side, how long is it going to take? And you're probably seeing worst case scenario here right now, folks, with having to hit these traffic lights. If I were to turn left on this road in the traffic light, though, there is completely snow covered. Like, not everything has been able to melt. You can tell that the plows have really worked on Saginaw here to keep it, to keep the road salted on it, so you can kind of see, even when I come up here, there are some spots here, even over on the right, and you can see in the center lane where that's a turn only lane as well. There is some snow that's still on there. So it's not perfect, but it's definitely a lot more drivable, and people are driving the speed limit here. Over to the left, you're gonna see Ohana Sushi. That's another local place. It's an all-you-can-eat sushi place. You also got Carrabba's, and you got Kohl's on the left. You got Red Robin, you got Kroger, the main grocery store coming up. Over on the right here, as I'm passing it, is a car dealership. So you do have car dealerships along this road. You have a Walgreens as well here on the right. This road, Kreitz, if you lived in Delta Township, you would just go south. So you would turn right here on this road, and it would take you down to 496 area. And Kreitz would also take you down to the Diamonddale area as well. So Kreitz and Canal kind of run parallel to each other. So Speedway is our main gas station here in town. Some of you might be coming from towns that have Sheetz and Wawa. Speedway is kind of our place. Some of them have cafes that you can order subs as well. But you're kind of seeing here, I feel it's helpful for you to even see on our main road here, just the age of some of the buildings. You can see that some of the buildings are just, are older, right? That's just kind of how it can feel sometimes here in Lansing, Michigan, with some of the buildings. Over here on the right, you got another shopping complex. You also got Planet Fitness is over here, and you got a place called Fun City Adventure Park. That's a new adventure park that just opened in town, and they have a huge ball pit, rock climbing wall, and then you got more steakhouses. Like, I feel like on this main strip, there are 4 steakhouses on this main road. It's crazy. But now, if you're continuing to look and you're kind of ignoring what I'm saying, but you're seeing everything that's here, you're seeing everything pretty much is on this strip that you could think of. We got Chick-fil-A I just passed. You got your banks. Over here on the left is Lansing Mall. Of course, you're not seeing the entire mall in and of itself, but it is the sign for Lansing Mall. And again, you're kind of seeing, I'm getting closer to the mall, and the roads are getting a little worse, folks. Not as amazing, right? You do have an Applebee's over here. Then you have Meijer over here on your right, which, if you watch some of my videos from before, Meijer is like a Walmart here in town. It's more popular than Walmart, I feel. You got a Best Buy over on your left, but the Best Buy is moving over to the new part of town as well. And then you just got some random places. Like, my favorite sushi place is over here on the right. When you turn right at this traffic light, it's a place called Sushimoto. I absolutely love it. great sushi if you're a sushi lover. Just feels fresher than a lot of the other things that are out here. Now I'm about to, this is, you know, again, the road where the Lansing Mall is, the mall that I would not call it the premier mall at all in our area, but there's Zap Zone that's there. They have plenty of other things there. But now we're kind of getting to a little bit of a stretch of town where you're gonna see even more older buildings. They have updated some of them. Like over here on the right is One North. It's a restaurant that I really do love. That it has more local flavors to it. And I just really like the appetizers there as well. They have that dynamite shrimp there that I absolutely love. But you'll see like some of the buildings here are old, some of them are newer. And there's not like huge big time businesses, but this road's gonna lead you right into what I like to call Lansing proper here. So I mean, we're in Delta Township here. This would be Waverly Schools area over here if you're looking to buy. But again, you're seeing if you're in Waverly Schools, you're still pretty close to everything. I mean, you got pretty much every fast food place. I mean, you're seeing as I'm talking here, Taco Bell, you got Popeyes, all this stuff here. And again, like the roads, for the exception of the middle turn lane here as I'm driving, they aren't bad right here. But again, this takes a higher priority as far as traffic and, you know, people just trying to, you know, just the amount of people that need to use this road. So I feel like that's why the plows attack these. Okay, so you see McDonald's here on your right. That Wendy's actually on my left just closed. Oh no. So the one thing I will say about Wendy's in our area, they are few and far between. They don't have the greatest reputation in our area. You might be coming in an area where Wendy's are doing super good, but honestly, Wendy's have been a very frustrating experience for myself and my family, and a number of them have closed, unfortunately. But just kind of the way it is. I'm gonna be here at this traffic light a little bit, just to let you know. This one is a busy traffic light. We're here on Waverly Road. Waverly, it's a main road that if you turn right here, it'll take you to 496, the interstate that's more the bypass as well. And if you turn right here, it'll also take you to Home Depot, some other odds and ends places here. But again, we just kind of passed a majority of the things that you would find here on the west side of town. Now we're starting to get into Lansing City, and you do want to pay close attention here. This light's about to turn green, but you're gonna wanna start paying attention to the difference in the roads, because I'm not gonna take you from, oh, and right here's we're exiting Delta Township going into Lansing Township. So you're seeing, hey, what do the roads look like? Also with the salt, you have to be aware, hey, like, you know, you see right here, it's not raining, no, but you do have to start using your windshield wipers a little bit more because of the salt on the roads. Okay, and I'm continuing to take this stretch here. You're seeing that people are a little bit more cautious on this road. Like I am going a little bit slower, but you're also seeing here on the roads too, that as I get my windshield wiper stuff done, you're also seeing that the roads are just not in as good of shape. Like if you can kind of see what I'm seeing here, a little bit more divots. So they did a project maybe about 10, 11, 12 years ago on Saginaw there, where they redid the whole road. Well, it did not extend all the way out here. And so as I continue to drive here, you're gonna see a difference in potholes. I have mentioned potholes, and why I mentioned that some of the roads in Michigan just are not that amazing. So right here, you will see, and I'm gonna try to get over to the right lane here so you can have a better view of all the lanes. But these are progressively going to get worse. You can see over here, like as I go under this bridge, you see over on the left too, just the roads are just way more torn up over here. And even as I continue to get more into going from Lansing Township into Lansing City, there we go. I just went over some more pothole areas. Now the reason for that, if this is your first time following the channel, the reason for that is because in Michigan, everything freezes and then the water gets into like where the cracks are. And then when it thaws out, it kind of messes with the pavement. Now look here, guys. The roads here in Lansing Township ain't as good. I know it's not proper English, but look at this. Again, I told you from the very beginning, it is different from township to township, right? So I think that's important for you to see. Now, over here on the left is Sparrow, and that would be something that is used for, you know, medical, like it's the main entrance here for hospital, a different branch over here. Am I going to make this? Yes, I think I will. You're gonna keep going, but again, look, when people are driving slower and the roads just are not in as good a shape as the west side of town. And again, I'm just going straight. You saw how this was. So in commutes and things like that, you're seeing in certain townships that you're about to look into, what will the roads be like? How are they gonna be plowed? Because this is a major road in any of the townships over here, okay? So we keep on going here. And then this will go on for, you know, a good couple more minutes where you're just gonna see closer to Lansing City, and you're gonna see some homes on here, but the roads are gonna be in the same shape as this, but there's not really gonna be a whole lot of businesses. Coming up here in a couple traffic lights and a few traffic lights more, you're gonna start seeing where you would turn off to get into the downtown area of Lansing. Because again, this road is completely straight from west until east. As we continue going straight here, again, like these roads, guys, I mean, you saw how they were on the west side, right? Definitely not as good as we're in now, will be known as Lansing Township and the Lansing city limits. Now over here on the left is a park, Durant Park. That is a very popular park. And then they also just built over here on the right another park called Play Michigan that's accessible for all kids. And I'm feeling rumblings on this street here too. I mean, the roads are just not in as good of shape as far as potholes go too. And also, just to point out, this is a one-way road. So this is a four-lane road going one way. Where it split off was when we were just exiting Delta Township going into Lansing Township. Actually not right there, it was a little bit past that. But when we went underneath a bridge, like that's where everything kind of separated. And so there's another street just north of us that's going the opposite direction. But again, this snow, we did not get any major snow yesterday. This is because the snow or the salt on the roads cannot help melt the snow because of how cold it has been. This is just kind of the way it is. And those of you coming from states that are down south, you might be having snow on the road and you just don't know what to do. We also see the amount of people that are traveling today, right? Life goes on here in Michigan. People figure it out. They know how to drive in these conditions. We know how to do it. But you know, the schools, of course, they want students to feel safe and not be in frigid temperatures. So continuing to move here, and again, you didn't really see a whole lot of businesses, but back behind there is where you would turn off to go to the downtown, where you would go to Lugnut Stadium. I passed that. I'm back there as I was talking, but this is now going to take you into the Frandor Shopping Center area. And again, guys, this is a 4-lane road. And I mean, I'll show you, I can switch lanes here. It's totally fine, you just gotta know how to be able to switch. But people are being cautious. It's just kind of the way it goes right now. So here, as I'm approaching over here, over to the right is Lansing Catholic High School. That is a private school in our area. So if you turn right here, you can see Lansing Catholic School here. as well. I know I've featured Lansing school systems here, but Lansing Catholic is not one of those major school systems. They are a private school in our area. Okay, I'm approaching Frandor shopping area coming up here, and as I'm driving, I'm gonna drive through several traffic lights, and then you will see when I get past some of the several traffic lights, you'll see exits for 127 coming up here. Some homes here that are very affordable in this area. I mean, they really haven't even approached 200,000 here in this area right now. So very affordable homes. And the homes over here are super close to everything. So now I'm getting towards the center of town, okay? I passed the downtown. This is gonna take me, you're gonna see signs for 127 North. That is the expressway, okay? Now we're on a 4-lane road here. This is the spot where everybody hates it in town. This is the most hated traffic spot, I promise you, in all of Lansing. Why? Because this road goes one way, there's another road that goes one way, there's businesses in the middle, you'll see some businesses to my left. Over to the right is the Frandor Shopping Center, but to then get out of here and go the opposite way, you have to cut through things. It is no fun, okay? Now I need to get into this right lane or into the right 2 lanes, because this is going to take me directly into Michigan State University area. If I go to the left, that's going to take me to the northern part of East Lansing, but this is more straight. And I told you I was going to take you straight on into here, into the eastern part of town, and this is still the same road. So yes, Frandor Shopping Center is to my right. And Frandor Shopping Center has TJ Maxx, and it also has Five Below, and it has Kirkland's. It has just a lot of home goods, just a lot of shopping over there. I don't know why I have a struggle here with words right now, but I'm still here. I'm getting to East Lansing now, home of Michigan State University. Yay! So here we go. I'm getting in over here. So I'm in East Lansing. To the left is a historical neighborhood with homes built in the 1940s, 50s. Over to the right as well. So we're headed into downtown Michigan State University here, folks. And look at these roads. I feel it's a little bit better, but we went from 4 lanes down to 1 lane, okay? But right here, you're seeing, I don't know if you can see, but there are homes over to the right and to the left of me. Harrison is a major road here coming up here at the traffic light. If you turn right, it takes you directly down into Breslin Center and Spartan Stadium. So Breslin Center is where the basketball team plays and volleyball teams as well. And then Spartan Stadium is where the college football team plays. If you go north, that's gonna take you, and go all the way north, that's going to take you closer to where Eastwood Town Center is. And then you'll turn left on Lake Lansing Road, and that'll take you right over to Eastwood Town Center, about a couple minutes away there. So East Lansing here, folks. I'm not seeing a whole lot of students walking around on this. So these are usually sidewalks that are plowed. Kind of the rule in a lot of areas is that you have 24 hours to be able to clear your sidewalk. I'm not seeing a whole lot of people walking right now because it is so cold, folks. But you can see up ahead, high rises, right? So I want to let you know, in the last 10 years, these high rises were not here. They put a lot of student housing in this area. They put a lot of development into the downtown. And so you're not going to see absolutely everything as I'm driving straight on here. But to the left, you're going to see more buildings that they added. They added some local places. They added some chain restaurants. You got Noodles and Company to your left, and then coming up here, a few traffic lights down the way. You'll also see Target as well. To the right here is where you would take like more of the historical part of Michigan State University as well. Man, gotta love these traffic lights, right, folks? You definitely see some historical buildings as we continue to go straight across here. Now I'm starting to see some people walk, but again, you guys, look at the roads here. Okay, you saw how it was in Lansing, and now you see how it is in East Lansing, how they're plowed. This is the main drag. You're seeing some students walking outside here. We are still in session. Here, I don't think that classes were canceled at Michigan State from what I understand, but you turn on some of these roads to the right and it'll take you to some of the dorms. To the left is the downtown, the student housing as well. You got Raising Cane's over here on the left. You've got some local places that people love, like the student bookstores over in here. You got the Peanut Barrel as well. You got a Starbucks down here. But there is a road that goes just north of here that some people decide to take because they feel it's faster. I feel like it's just about the same amount of time and it's more mileage. Like if you wanted to head to Okemos and go further east, I don't really consider it a bypass necessarily. I mean, I know I'm hitting a lot of traffic lights here, but this is just the more direct way to take you to Okemos. But again, I mean, look here. I mean, I'm impressed with the roads, you guys. And then over to the right here, you see that oddly shaped building. I don't know if you can really see it, but that's the Broad Art Museum. That is a free museum that people can walk through, and they change each and every, I don't know, every few months. They'll change the art that goes in there. It's local art. It's there. They've had a movie set in there from Batman versus Superman. I know I've mentioned that before, but I think that that's kind of cool because I love seeing movies as well. But as you can see, now I passed the downtown, but this is still kind of a part, if you've watched my East Lansing rental areas, investments, like if you go over to the left on this road, you're still in what some of the rentals would be. I mean, there is still some residential housing here. Okay, well, and so this is where that area would be. But this is kind of interesting. I mean, you got to the downtown, the roads were good, and now you're over here, and they're just not that great. I mean, they might be just a little bit better than what was in Lansing when I saw that. But I find that interesting because I mean, if you can remember, I felt like the west side of town was the best, like a really good stretch there where the roads were great. And then when you kind of got into the Lansing city area, yeah, not so much. Up here is Hagadorn. This is what this traffic light is. And I'm going to start approaching here. As I continue going straight here, I'm going to... This area right now is going to start taking you into Okemos schools, also into Meridian Township. So I am entering Meridian Township over here. This area, though, is what I would like to call the organic area because they do have a Hobby Lobby over here. They have a really good sushi place over here. They have an IHOP over here on the right-hand side that's coming up. Again, you can see with some of the buildings, like they're a little bit run down. It's just kind of like how it goes with Lansing, I feel. But then to the left coming up here is Whole Foods, and to the right, Trader Joe's. I'm just getting ready to pass it here at this traffic. So to the right, Trader Joe's. To the left, Whole Foods. And now we're getting into a lot of traffic here for some apparent reason. I don't know why. But then you got, now as I go here, this is going to start taking me into Okemos. So I'm going to go here, for a few traffic lights, and there's really not a whole lot coming up here, but we are seeing the roads. The roads here seem to be a lot better as I'm coming over here into Meridian Township. Okay, so I am getting ready to approach here, a main traffic light here in Okemos. And so we're at Okemos Road. This is a huge intersection that if you turn right, it takes you to the southern part of Okemos. It can take you to I-96. You'll see a sign there as I pass that. But you're gonna see now the main drag of Okemos area as well. And you see how close East Lansing is to a lot of this. Hazlet is just north of over here, here. So you could get to Hazlet by just taking this traffic light here, turning left and just going north, and then turning right onto Hazlet Road, and it would take you right into Hazlet. But you can see here there is a Chick-fil-A coming up here. You have a Panera. So many things here on this main. I mean, you're gonna see some repeats of stuff you saw on the west side, right? You got Best Buy. You got Meyer, over here on the right. Over on the left is Meridian Mall. That is, I feel, the better of the two indoor shopping malls here in town. They do have a Macy's, a JCPenney, they have Schuler Books, they have the high caliber karting there as well. But again, I think I told you, I don't feel there's as much on this main strip as there is in Delta Township, right? So this is the, I mean, if you turn left onto Marsh Road, that will take you, coming up here, and the Marsh Road here is this traffic light. Turn left, that'll take you to Chili's, Olive Garden, just a couple restaurants on that road. That'll take you to Target as well. And then I'm gonna kind of call this a wrap here, because when I go past some of this stuff here, it's going to then basically be a long stretch with a lot of nothingness. And this road will take you directly into Williamston. So if you haven't heard about Williamston, it's a place that's about a few miles east of Okemos here, but this will take you directly into Williamston City. So I'm gonna start pulling off here, and then I'll give you my final comments, and we will be done. Okay, everybody, I hope you were able to follow through with that. Hopefully it caught your attention. You were able to see everything from all the way to the west, all the way to the east side. I hope it was beneficial for you. Comment if you have any questions on anything, but like this video if you did like what you saw. Also subscribe or ring the bell, ding, 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 for notifications, so that you can be notified when I do have a new episode of Lansing Michigan Life go live on the web, and that's about once or twice a week. Also, if you are looking into buying in the greater Lansing area, feel free to contact me at the information below. Again, it is right there at my phone number, so you can call, text, and also email me or schedule a Zoom with me. I would greatly appreciate it. So again, until next time, make it a great day. Stay warm out there, because I don't know what the weather's going to be like when this airs, but stay warm, stay safe, take care, and make it a great day.